We're dealing with a lot of methamphetamine.
How would you describe your life?
Chaos.
Ah.
Yeah. My head felt like it was getting cooked, and he's just full of rage and full of, you're on fire.
Once they get to that rawness core of who they are and what's happened, then you start to install health and well-being.
Tēnā rā koutou katoa, nau mai huri mai ki, ka huri te tai.
Where we look at the effects of methamphetamine on the planet.
Watching services come through, I wish that I had that.
This is the first time I've actually been able to have control of my life.
I need to do something. I can't just let my nephews and nieces suffer, you know.
Kia ora rā te whānau whānui, ngā mihi kia koutou katoa, e huri mai ana ki tēnei wāhanga. Big greetings to you all. Greetings. That's very British of me, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah, doing a podcast here with the one and only Nicola Adams.
Oh my God, I hate my name,
Do you?
Nicola.
Nicola.
Why did you say Nicola?
I don't know, because maybe I'm getting tired
Yeah.
and I'm annoyed with you at the moment
Oh my gosh.
because these guys ate all that beautiful dessert you made. Yeah, kia ora. Hey, good to
Kia ora.
see you. But more important than you and I is our bro here. We've had a bit of a catch-up.
Yeah.
No Paoringa me Mangakaya. Yeah, and it's Harley. Tēnā koe, bro.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, kia ora.
Okay, so I'm going to jump straight in. How would you describe your life?
Chaos.
Ah,
Yeah.
Where did the chaos start?
Real young age. I'm like 5, 6 at home. Drugs, alcohol, violence, poverty. So I had about 8, 9. Started getting it all myself. Food, surviving. Got addicted to drugs at 9.
Wow. What kind and how did you get them?
So I started off with weed, having a cone here and there with my older cousins. And I had about 9, 10, and I started on the meth. And yeah, I've been
wow, bro.
touching it ever since.
Yeah, yeah.
And so you started on meth at like 10, and then what were the next couple of years like?
I was just hectic.
Were you addicted?
Yeah, I was addicted. I was out there just doing crime to feed that habit. Started off just to get food, and then it ended up turning into that. Yeah.
And what was life like being that young and you don't have any drugs?
Massive come downs. Just a real angry kid.
So you weren't going to school or?
Nah, I wasn't going to school.
It's tough. It's
Yeah,
tough.
I'm like, oh my God, what do I say?
Yeah. What a waste. What a waste.
Did
So-
you have any support, like adults around you?
Nah, not solid support, but there was aunties and uncles there.
Yeah. So, you're here now.
Yeah.
Tell us about that. Tell us about, because you're involved with Rhonda and her kaupapa.
Yeah.
Yeah. How did you get there?
So I come here about this time last year.
Oh, quite a while.
Yeah, I got a taste of this recovery life. And I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I ended up going back to jail. Got sentenced, and I finished my sentence, and then I came back on free will to carry it on.
Yeah.
What did you love about it?
Oh, I just missed out on so much. Like, far when you're in that life and in that world, far,
At that age.
you're just tunnel vision.
Yeah.
And you don't see nothing else.
Yeah.
And then I stepped back from there and just saw like there was so much things I was missing out on. Fell in love with all of that buzz. Now I'm working here. Peer support.
Oh, are you a purpose?
Yeah, I just got the bit of a contract in that, however that works. Yeah. So yeah.
All right. What I ask a lot of people because I'm just genuinely interested because I've been in that too, ended up in jail and that. But what was rock bottom for you?
Rock bottom was probably that last leg. So I just lost my daughter, one of my twin babies, and I sort of just spiraled out after that, which was last year. landed back in jail, and I was just lost.
Yeah.
Lost this time. You know, missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So that was that trauma. That was a grief trauma, right?
yeah, ultra.
And it's like a pain that you just can't even describe, eh?
Can't describe it.
Because we, all of us sitting here right now, belong to that club. We've
Yeah.
all lost
Yeah.
children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was actually the start of my spiral was the loss of my child as well. When was the moment that you were like, you know what, I can't carry on living like that. I got to make a change.
I think it was my first week back in jail.
Yeah.
July last year, or June, July last year. I was just, had enough.
Yeah.
Had enough.
Was it a long? Obviously, it wasn't a long time in jail. Your sentence wasn't too long.
Nah, I got 2 years, so you only have to serve half of the time.
Yeah.
2 years.
Yeah. You know what concerns me, Harley, is hearing your story briefly, and I don't need to dive into that story. And then being hit by grief, your ability to navigate your own grief was very limited because of the skills that you missed out on as a younger person. You know, I mature dad who lost his teenage son to illness. I sort of knew what I had to do and who to talk to, and I had some wisdom
Yeah.
that you were not given.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's my point? My point is, I can understand how you went down that spiral.
Yeah.
To a degree, you were helpless.
Yeah.
I'm just pleased you've survived it to a degree. We never survive it fully.
Yeah.
But you're seeing things now that are so much better for you and your whānau and your other tamariki, whoever they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is recovery like in jail compared to where you are now? Is there recovery in jail?
Nah.
No.
Nah. There's no recovery in jail.
There's no corrections.
There's no corrections. So, like, it's a choice, eh?
Yeah.
It's a choice. If you want it, you want it.
Yeah.
So, like, in there, I was still using because I could.
Yeah.
Out here, I don't even use it anymore because I just gave it up. Like, probably, 2 months before I come home. I gave myself, what was those? Self-motivation talks.
What did that look
You
like?
clever bugger.
Fuck, I'm giving it up to my brothers.
Yeah.
Love yous.
Yeah, but yeah,
Stay away from
Love
me.
yous, but
Yeah.
don't do my own thing now.
yeah,
And that's how,
yeah.
Was that hard to do and tell the ones around you, look,
It was hard.
because
But,
it's like I'm not looking down on you.
yeah,
You
yeah.
do yous, but I gotta do
it
me.
was hard, but the love that I got back from doing that was worth it. Eh?
Love from who?
From my brothers,
Yeah,
my brothers in there. They're proud of me.
yeah. I'm proud of you. I hardly know you.
Are they that proud they want to follow suit?
Yo,
Yeah.
yo,
Wow.
Well, that's leadership, man.
yeah.
yeah,
And so they're gonna come to where you are.
yo.
Oh,
Some
man.
have came.
Whoa.
Yeah,
They just weren't ready yet.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So they came and gave it a try, but
Yeah.
they weren't ready yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the door's always open.
That was massive for those people.
Yeah.
That came.
How important and how vital are the bros that are here with you today? These guys.
Man, massive, a part of my recovery
Yeah,
and the surroundings that I keep. To keep me on that positive path.
Yeah.
You know, of not using.
yeah,
Keep me in a safe environment where I'm not reoffending.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, nah, it's massive.
yeah,
A fire and all her love.
yeah, yeah.
It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
I've never seen anything like it. So
Kill that.
that's why
Yeah.
give it 100.
Yeah, it's a different high, eh?
Way different. Feel everything.
Yeah.
Do you have to be here, or it's your choice to just be here?
No, I didn't have to be here. It's my choice. I made the choice probably 6 months ago to come back. Told myself, I'm getting back to that because I love that.
Yeah.
And then give it a try.
Yeah.
Try, yeah.
And the thing is, I'm trying to fathom. The thing is, you mentioned the word tunnel vision before. That's gone, bro.
Yeah.
That's gone. You know, if you and the bros say, hey, let's go out to bloody Mitsi, let's go camping, let's go and visit Pure, let's go. Anything you want to do, go and do it,
Yeah.
and fill your way to it.
Yeah.
And fill somebody else's way to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my whole kaupapa is, we were talking about it last night, that we should be enhancing other people's space.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
she does it to
if
me.
you're in my space, in my bubble,
Yeah.
you better add value. Or
Yeah.
what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't bring your shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's that way of thinking that makes you belong to something even bigger than yourself, eh?
Yeah.
But that's the cool thing about recovery, and you probably are experiencing this. You get to create your whole future.
Yeah.
However the hell you want it. Doesn't matter what you've been through.
Yeah.
Hey, because probably for you now, like, you're getting opportunities you probably never thought you would.
Yeah, nah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, you know, what are you doing now? You're a support person, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 5 years ago, if they told you that, if you were inside 5 years ago and says, oh, you know, by the way, you're going to be a whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Would
so-
have laughed.
yeah, okay.
What does your mahi, like, what does being a support person look like?
Yeah.
So it's like just engaging with other people that came from the same path as us.
Yeah.
From the jail sector. Just keeping them honest, keeping them true to the kaupapa that we uphold.
Yeah.
Yeah, just riding next to them instead of above them or below them.
Yeah.
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 Riding
yeah.
side by side.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that easy for you to share all that with them?
Yeah, it is. It
Because
is.
there's probably a bit of respect that it's coming from you, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Someone that they
Yeah.
know's been through it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that helps heaps.
Of course it would.
That helps
You're
heaps.
qualified.
Yeah.
What are the ingredients that make where you are now just the bomb?
The ingredients.
Oh,
Love
I
was
don't
one
know
you
any.
mentioned.
Yeah, love.
Love,
Yeah.
Support.
Love, support,
belonging.
yeah, belonging.
You know, like these guys say.
Yeah. Yeah, love, support, belonging, and just purpose.
Yeah, purpose.
Nice.
Well, yeah. And even knowing, I don't know, but you know, having a good clean bed,
Yeah.
some kei that you guys all made together, all those things, that's really living, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So what about have you got a family network that is a good space for you at the moment, or
Yeah, I do.
oh that's cool,
Yeah.
eh?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
What would you say to your 10-year-old self? If you could sit down with your 10-year-old self, just you two, what would you say?
Go to school, brother.
Mm.
Put that shit down. That's not you. Yeah.
Sorry, I've got all the questions coming, but what do you think would have changed your direction in your life
Good question.
if that was available to you back then?
Can you say that again?
What would have, so you know how your life turned out,
Yeah.
with the drugs and all of that, the still, getting the food. If you could get something back then that would have changed your whole life, what could that have been? Like whānau support, all of that stuff.
Yeah, it probably would have been just some sort of support.
Role models.
Yeah.
Proper
yeah,
role
because the
models.
role models I had weren't.
Weren't ideal.
They were this.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
born into it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just better role models or different role models.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you got kids? Other than your baby.
Yeah.
How old are they?
11,
Oh, okay.
Wow.
11, 9.
And they're a part of your life, bro?
They're with their mums.
Yeah.
I still keep in contact.
Yeah, that's cool.
Take them for holidays and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you get them for the holidays and that. Oh, man.
Yeah.
And I bet they're proud of you, like with what what you're doing now.
I hope so. Yeah,
I
100%.
reckon they would be.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, with kids, bro, the thing is, I'm grimacing here, is that they're going to make you work
Yeah,
to get their trust and their pro. And you know what? They're allowed to.
yeah, that's
Hey, bro.
allowed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's allowed, eh? You know that.
Yeah.
And you will work.
Yeah.
Because it's worth it.
yeah.
You know? You will.
Tell them about what you shared about changing the whakapapa. Because that's really
Oh, yeah,
awesome.
yeah. See, when I meet guys like you, we've only met today, even though we've got whakapapa ties, I see untapped talent. I see it because I know you, you know, I know us as Māori men, eh? And I see this untapped talent or wasted talent. But the other thing is, if you've decided and you have to draw a line in the sand and change the direction of your life, you are changing the whakapapa that you were handed down, you're changing it. It changes here. You change it for your kids, for their kids, you know. In 10 years' time, I want you standing around. Listen to me, I'm your uncle now. Yeah, I want you standing around a barbecue with your son's mates and girlfriends who have just come back from the beach, and a couple of them are doing builders apprenticeships and doing trades or travelling overseas, and you're cooking the sausages going, yeah, I've created this, I've been part of this. Eh? That's how big it is, bro. Changing whakapapa is what you're doing.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
like that one.
Yeah, well, Mickey, to you, bro, because we've got to do it.
But it starts with you making that decision that I'm going to change my life.
Yeah.
And you did that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I love about that whole thing is, you know, because I went down that road and I never saw my kids for like 5 years because I was just getting fried.
yeah,
And there's still that part of me that feels ratchet for that because they missed out on a mum for all those years. But, you know, I got to a point where it's like I can sit here and feel ratchet, or I can make sure the next 20 years I'm there and I'm doing what I need to do, you know.
Yeah.
And so I just focus on that, and I feel like that for you with your kids as well.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And the thing is, you making decisions like that to have a good life and be a solid role model, even though you didn't have any, you're setting that template for your kids. So now when they have their children, they're going to be like, you know what? I'm going to be like my dad.
yeah.
That's solid, eh?
Yeah, and the other thing too, bro, just this is not an interview anymore, now you're getting a lecture. But the other thing is too, bro, that's actually the norm.
Yeah.
That's so your normal that you grew up with,
Yeah.
that's not the norm we want.
Yeah,
We want this norm. You know, we're both Maori kids from small communities. You know, my parents moved into West Auckland, and really, if you were to write the script for us kids, there was failure there. There was failure. You know, Maori affairs home, all the rest of it. My dad was a truck driver, but there was no alcohol in our home. There was karakia in our home. I found it incredibly boring. Church every Sunday, I found that incredibly boring, but I knew I could rely on the old man and my mum.
yeah,
And you know what? That word tamariki, right? Tamariki comes from two words. Tama is child, ariki is God. And I was treated like a gift from God. With all due respect to your whānau, bro, because we all got stories, you weren't.
cool.
You weren't. But you are
Yeah,
a gift from God, and you've taken on the reins to change that direction where your family's going. And you've just uplifted us.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hard out.
just by your honesty and your vulnerability to say, nah, this is me. I'll stand by it, but this ain't me moving forward, eh?
Yeah. And I mean, sometimes we can't change where we've come from.
Oh, no.
yeah,
But it's on you where you're going to go now.
I've done some
Hey.
dumb shit in
yeah,
my
yeah,
life.
yeah.
Hard.
You know.
But I feel like this has turned into just Nix and Peel podcast.
Kia
Yeah, but
ora.
here's the motivation, mate.
Yeah, but I want to ask you, what's your 5-year plan?
5-year plan. House on the whenua. Living
Me?
off the grid.
Nice.
Working
Okay.
in the sector. Yeah.
Yeah. What area? What's the address? No.
I thought you were one area of working in the sector. Okay. Here we go again. Bro, I'm going to pull your choices apart. And I've got to tell you now, there's nothing negative about any of those choices. Nothing. It's all positive. To ground yourself on whenua, you will grow again. To put a whare on there, a safe space for you and your whānau, you will grow again. You will turbocharge this journey. And that's what we've got, you know. And working in this sector, you got it.
God, yeah.
And I got no problem saying, bro, I don't think that's a good idea. I got no problem. I don't care. But that's brilliant.
Yeah.
And that's a good plan. And it's achievable, eh?
Yeah.
You know? But
Cool.
the other thing is, the advice you need, because I'm always getting advice from other people to enhance my journey, the advice that you need to achieve your goal is not in your past life.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, bro, you know
Definitely.
that.
I
This
try to
is-
stay away from that, actually.
Yeah.
I try to stay away from that.
Yeah, but if, you know, you brought up my tiny house. Now I know why. He says,
Yeah.
oh, bro, you still got your...
Yeah.
Because you can pick up the phone and says, hey, bro, I'm thinking of getting solar. Oh, man, have I got a Māori company up there? Blah, blah, blah. Those are the conversations you're having with
Yeah.
your people now.
Yeah.
And we invite them.
And there's just really quickly about the past thing, there's this quote and it says, don't let your past hold your future hostage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's mean, eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't live for your past. We're moving forward.
Yeah.
That's like my tattoo. Oh my God, we're going way. But it's an arrow because arrows, they only go forwards.
Yeah.
They don't go left, right, backwards. They go straight ahead.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And but I'm not disagreeing at all with you, Nick, at all. But I always look to the past. I look to the past why this beautiful young Māori man is in that situation. And I don't want the government... I'm not blaming anybody,
Yeah.
but a lot of our people get outcasted because they may look like you or may look like me. There were policies in this country that didn't give us the support we needed. I'm not blaming it, but understand the reasons.
Kia ora.
Understand the reason. Go, okay, and still happening now. Okay, so we got to rise above that. And why did that intergenerational trauma for Māori, why it didn't affect me? Is because of my upbringing. Yeah, and you weren't as lucky as me. Yeah, but bro, absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
You've enhanced our space. Hopefully we've enhanced yours.
Yeah. Nah, definitely.
Yeah. And
Beautiful.
yeah, ngā mihi ka koe, bro.
Kia
Yeah.
ora.
And sorry, what was your name?
Oh my God.
Nicola. Thank you, Nicola. Nicola.
Oh my God. You
Kia ora koutou. What an awesome... Watch this space, people. Harley's coming.